Carmichael and back. Basically, I have a book, um, The Convenient Terrace. It's all about me. And so, The Convenient Terrace is basically all about a guy that basically did 9/11 and had someone check him. My parents had me wear an eye patch as a kid. They basically wouldn't cover the left eye, so the right eye could see. Well, the left eye was offline. And my parents conveniently basically sent me to a flight simulator around the time of 9/11. Um, Pretty close to 3-ish weeks. I can't remember, 3 years, something like that. Blah, blah, blah. I meant to say years, not weeks. But point is I basically worked as a operative with the CIA for a while. Later, they recruited me to do things for the CIA that I did not think were good or moral, and I tried to keep a spy the entire time. But basically, there were several mass shootings as a result of some things that I figured out. And as a result, there was actually a mass shooting down in Las Vegas recently. It was called Mandalay Bay. And basically, Mandalay Bay was all about murdering people, basically checking for a CIA operative that knew something they shouldn't have. Basically, there was something that was said around the time of 2015. Um, basically, um, basically, um, the CIA planned to kill people. Um, for whatever reason. Um, I don't really know why. I actually know basically everything about Mandalay Bay. I can't talk right now because as a basement operator, I'm actually a procedural agent, and so as a result, I have difficulty accessing my past while I talk due to some things that were done to me around the time of the factory. Basically, I worked at a factory. Someone wiped my mind and loaded like a charger into me. I don't know how it like works or anything. But basically, they planned to use me as an operative for a while, and there were several bank accounts linked to inside jobs I think you should know about. Um, it depends on which one. Some bank accounts were totally safe. Some bank accounts were fine, and some bank accounts killed people and killed people. I am not joking. And so some of them, I mean, we swear to God, were like Unabomber level. And so as a result, I pretty much like had to start a blog about it because it was this bad. And no one believed me for like the longest time. And so as a result, I pretty much had to basically fight on my own for a while to um, to keep myself alive. Um, the CIA accessed me remotely, tortured me, and then tried to upload me onto vehicles and make me a vehicle hitman. They did this using the vehicle cars, the paint on the vehicles, the steel alloys on the vehicles, something like that. And so as a result, it was basically my ex's B's bank account. I'm not fucking around. And so as a result, she planned to basically, I don't know, I'm not even like that deep yet, but kill people with cars, basically rear fender assassin. And so my AIs were loaded onto cars to kill people, and my ex runs several car companies all in the United States. I am not joking. And so as a result, my ex, I'm just gonna talk shit about her for a while. She's crazy. She has bipolar disorder. She has also a procedural memory system associated with not being able to access her past. She's a diabetic, which isn't her fault. Um, Basically, she wasn't able to remember information because she was diabetic. She was drugged as a diabetic, and she tried to kill everyone as a diabetic hitman, and we weren't fucking around. And so, as a result, I have to comment about every operation she's ever had because people are gonna know like, what the fuck gonna do. And so, as a result, I've decided to be very thorough in my review verge. Um, oh, sorry, did I say that? Sorry, I don't have time to edit this video. It's just it'll go. I'm so sorry. But the convenient terrorist is mine. My parents were linked to a series of inside jobs around. So basically, okay, all of them. Um, My parents were linked to a series of inside jobs around 2001, 2008, and 2017. And basically, they involved several pandemics, several plagues, and several torture machines that basically mass psychosis was the inside job. It'll come in another video because, but if the wrong person finds out, you might know. And so I have to be very, very quiet about Stephen Kemp. So I don't even care if I don't look attractive anymore in the video. I have to get this out. And so as a result, my ex is going to jail. And she loaded things in the lungs on people that were gonna kill everyone. Um, she loaded a lung hitman into them. I'm straight serious. Um, she has a bank account for doing it live. It hasn't been shut down yet. I'm waiting on certain agents to shut it down, and basically Salt Lake has done nothing to shut it down. Salt Lake has done nothing to shut it down. Basically, each federal agent has a bank account for terror operations, and my agents in Salt Lake have several terror operations planned for the whole country, and you can guess which one's planned. They got accused of killing my baby brother around 2002, and as a result, they got really salty about it, and they decided to start like killing anyone that was looking into it, anyone that was involved, anyone that like disagreed with them. Like I don't even know where to go. I'm out. But but basically, there is a hitman in your lungs. It can and will kill you, and depending on your behavior, on if it likes you, or depending on if you're good compatible match. I tell you more, but I might lose my tongue. Certain CIA agents lose their tongue when they talk for long hours about inside jobs, or just like anything I'm supposed to use. Sorry, I'm going to say that. And so, I'm sorry, I'm procedural talking. It's a big fucking deal if I'm like witness of one. And so, basically, the convenient terrorist is all about um, obviously after 9/11 and the eye patch. And so, because I wore an eye patch as a kid, um, it's linked to the current inside jobs going on. And we have several eye patches I think we need to investigate. And we have several eye patches I think that are clean. And we have several. And we have several eye patches that are literally ready to murder you with an inside job bank account. It's loaded on the left side of your eye. Your bank account is here, roughly. Your eye is here. And it's located right about here. And basically, as a result, you can hack it, you can break into it, or you can just isolate it and change the bank account numbers in the brain. And basically, as a result, my operatives, or my handlers, David, sorry, I hate doing that name. I'm gonna call him DT, like DT Tiger, or anyways, he tried to kill me recently. He's linked to an anarchist group out of basically Park City. They're an anarchist basement in Park City. You should know about. He's linked to my employer. A couple employers at Dominion Energy. Basically, Dominion plans. They plan to basically execute people with cop cars and fleet vehicles and other cars. There's basically a vehicle hitman. It's a long story. I could go into more. It's basically a whole other video. The point is you need to just be aware of what's living in your fucking brain. Blow your basement. Don't listen to it if you don't have to. And if you don't have to, don't. I'm telling you, they're putting painkillers in the water supply so you can't even think straight. You can't even breathe. You can't even think yourself. You basically become a remote asset. You have no choice in life. You're a hubcap, basically. You lose control of your own bowels. You die depends. There's a track by E Double I think you guys should listen to. It's basically a track about getting linked to a pensioned agent, and they basically give you like health problems. They basically like try to kill you. My brother had a gun incident recently that was linked to my ex B and her agents in Salt Lake. Her agents in Salt Lake broke my arm. They snapped my left humerus bone and put together a couple playlists that they thought were funny about it. There's a playlist called Humorous by Sarah Jarvis, and it's all about basically Mandalay Bay, a couple other creepy things. Um, they just broke my arm and tried to kill me. I'm sorry, I'm such a bitch right now. And so as a result, D and B, sorry, they wiped my mind was the factory. They were my handlers actually while I worked at a factory. They loaded a charger, a cop system, and DOJ system into me. Um, Wiped my mind so it didn't recall information, and then took me to school for several years, put me on drugs, and then D and B put me next to a courthouse. D and B, um, um, and basically they planned several mass murders. Um, they didn't do it as them, so like no salt, like we're shining on, but basically they planned um, mass murder in the United States government, and so as a result, they tried to kill me. Basically, they left me in the cold with no water. Like midwinter, they literally dumped me out in basically Nevada. I was trying to build a house out here. I'm an ex-structural engineer. I have a blog if you want to. I'll link it somewhere if I feel safe about it. But basically, there was a blog. Um, um, Anyways, my handlers really want the data on me and a bunch of other agents in the country. And basically, I'm a hostage of basement shit. I love my job some days, other days I don't love it. And so as a result, I'm just asking for basically if you could donate to my Patreon account, that'd be really sweet. I would love to. Because I'm getting murdered. This is a heartfelt video. I know I'm not crying or I'm not in tears, but like I'm going through a lot of um torture, complete and total. And basically my handlers were my 19-year-old friends that wanted me dead. And they had a bank account for hanging on to me. They had a bank account for killing me, and they had a bank account for pretty much assassinating my family. Um, Fact, and there's a bank account in Salt Lake you might want to check. Um, my brother Dallin, Dallin Wood, and I'll just say his name, Dallin Wood. He died when he was 6. He died when he was 6 years old. He suffocated in his sleep of SIDS. And as a result, the poor kid just like crawled under the covers and couldn't breathe. And basically assumed my mother did it and my dad. I thought like one of my parents killed him. I was like convinced. And then come to find out later, it was basically an agent in Salt Lake that basically had a remote. And he's just like, I'll try to like flash it to you if you know what that does right here. Um, um, Sorry. Basically, my mother's agent. She's been in Salt Lake for a long ass time, and she tried to kill my brother. She got accused of killing him, rightly so, and then she continued to gas the whole effing country because she got accused mine as well. And so then she planned to my mother's agents, a group of them, largely in Salt Lake, I'm not fucking around, and some people at the CIA plan to gas everyone in the United States government and cause a lung disorder. Um, and so they plan to kill multiple citizens. I'm not sure motives or why exactly, but for Patriot. And basically, they put a him in their lungs, and they planned this somehow since 0208. There's a bigger bank account link to it. It's basically listen to the album "Bad Dreams" by Swollen Members, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's also an album called "Ventilate" by Bad Dreams. Or excuse me, there's sorry, Ventilate is a song on it, which basically everyone ends up in a ventilate. I don't know how or why. And then there's an album in there's an album in sorry, I'm trying to think. This is such a hard job. I apologize. Jason's job is rough. I joke that I might be able to drive, but I basically am. And so as a result, my sorry, I'm just really stressed out. This is a big deal. I found the biggest inside job of all time. Like, geez, And so I'm just trying to like keep y'all in the loop. And so um anyways, my mother's agents um really were involved in spraying everyone with chemical weapons. And I think they used a depot out in Chuella. They used a depot out there. Um, to drive chemical weapons like courthouses and doctors' offices and things. And anyways, I can't talk too much, but basically they're planning on killing half the country. Or there's also like things in the tap water. Please, I'm crying inside. I know I don't look like I have empathy, but Jago's not supposed to have empathy. And so there are painkillers in the tap water, and there's a joke on the track written by one of the terrorists in here. It's called Armageddon is Numb. And basically, Armageddon is where they basically put you on painkillers and basically make you go nuts using things in the water supply. And I have several handlers if you want them. They work at Hill Air Force Base. They're hold downs for several jobs, but they work at Hill Air Force Base. If you guys would like to probe their little brains, I got really good at it originally. Um, you can basically lock pick them and see what they're hiding in there. And so as a result, Armageddon is Numb got planned years ago. Someone in the basement who fucking knows. We think it's Pentagon, maybe. I don't really know. But basically, they plan to really kill American citizens. Um, they were gonna literally. I got told that they plan to kill like possibly even family members. Like I had an aunt that died of a pulmonary issue recently. Um, someone just killed her. I don't know who. And so as a result, I started to get really concerned. I've known about this for about 2 years, maybe three. I've lost track of time. Um, I just have to tell you guys, um, there were a lot of people in the CIA that were involved, and I don't know. It still hasn't like hit me yet why. Um, I mean, I'm still in shock. I'm passing this along to you guys because I don't want you drinking the water. I want you turning it down to about here. Like, there's nano. Sorry, for those of you who don't know, there's 666. So I'm just gonna like 6 6 plus 1, 6 6 plus 1. Because some people are deaf and handicapped and they still can't get it. And so as a result, we need you drinking coconut water or anything that comes from a spring. Anything. at all. Just don't like go on long runs, pee, turn down the tap so nothing lines your lungs. Because the CIA planned to basically brainwash people into killing other people with AIs. And the CIA built a series of AIs, and I'll talk about that in another video, that were willing to basically assassinate their own citizenry. And basically, as a result, they were going to basically put them under with painkillers and tell them what to think, brainwash them, and try to get them to do things that were incredibly illegal, and people fell for it all over the place. And so, as a result, you basically have to be really careful what you eat, drink, consume. Um, don't consume certain liquor right now. Don't consume certain water supplies, especially on certain main lines, and then do